Hi, my name is Sydney. Did you know that the Great Barrier Reef can be seen from space? I bet you didn't. Here's a picture of the Great Barrier Reef from space. Our planet has many amazing naturally occurring places, but one of them is quickly dying. The Great Barrier Reef was once a flourishing, colorful ecosystem full of life, but over the past few years it has been cut in half. Now you may be wondering, how something like this could drastically change the size of something that is large enough to be seen from space. The Great Barrier Reef is located along the Australia coast. It stretches 1,400 miles. To give a mental picture of how long that is, it is roughly 24,640 football fields. Between the summers of 2016 and 2017, the Barrier Reef experienced two devastating coral bleaches. In these photos, you can to being almost white, and it's just really sad to see that. The rising water, a coral bleaching is when the water temperatures rise, causing stress on the coral. This new stress causes them to turn white. The rising water temperatures is caused by global warming. Yes, the topic global warming is touchy, so you can view it as the Earth going through its natural rises and falls of temperatures. A study found, due to this devastating coral bleaching, about 1/3 of the coral died within 9 months. Before the bleaching occurred, there were about 3,863 different types of coral. Most of them were decades old and now half of them are dead. I bet you're wondering, well, how could we slow or stop this rampant reoccurring bleaching? Well, it will be very difficult, but it is possible. But also the water becoming more acidic. The acidity rising in waters is due to the amount of greenhouse gases being emitted into the air. Think of all the fish species. Now think about spending 25% of your life living in a reef. Sounds nice, doesn't it? Not anymore because they are so damaged and bleached. 25% of your life is a very long time. That's how much most fish spend in a reef throughout their lifetime. The Great Barrier Reef, along with other reefs around the world, are such an essential part of the ocean's ecosystem. It is also where fish and other species find their food. With the decline of food, fish species will dwindle and the fragile aquatic ecosystem will then fall to pieces. Now thinking from a human standpoint, where yes, the reefs are very important to aquatic life, but what about ours? Reefs provide many jobs and tourist attractions. People love seeing the vibrant life living in a reef, but if we keep going the way we are, people love to fish reefs because of all the aquatic life, but overfishing these delicate ecosystems eliminates healthy food chains, allowing devastating parasites and algae to take over. When someone asks, where does our oxygen come from? I'm guessing your first thought was plants. When a study found an estimate around 60% of our oxygen comes from the ocean. If we don't have a healthy ocean, how are we going to make up that loss combined with deforestation? Now that is something to be concerned with. A very real and sad possibility is reefs could be completely wiped out by 2050. Despite all the damages we have done to the reef, it is possible to help slow the damaging process. There are some simple things we can do. I'm sure everyone by now has heard of social media. If you haven't, Google it. To help promote actions people can help, post about it and get the word out. Another simple thing to do is give donations. You will feel good about doing something many people don't know about is reducing the use of body washes with little exfoliant beads. If you use exfoliant, you will feel the gritty texture, which are those tiny beads that go down the drain into the ocean where critters such as sea turtles will eat them and get sick. A good exfoliant alternative is Epsom salt. It does the same thing with no harmful beads and it smells good. My information came from Forbes.com from an article called Half the Great Barrier Reef Has Died Since 2016 by Trevor Nace. And businessinsider.com from the article, Here's What Happens If All the Coral Reefs Die Off, written by Kevin Loria. With this new knowledge, I hope it inspires you to take care of the oceans. Thank you for taking your time to listen.